Right, today I'm going to be going through how to set up an automation of some sort. So you come onto your page, looks similar to this. I've already got a few set up. This is my page, but we'll go through it anyway. I've preloaded some ones down here. So auto missed call text back. The way you find that is you come up here to create workflow and just select from templates. And there's a bunch of templates already in here. And then you just go down until you find it. I probably should have pre-found it. Auto missed call text back, there it is there. So you just click on that and then it'll preload into your system. There's a bunch of other ones in here. There's auto booking or appointment booking, list reactivation, Facebook comment, automation. I haven't tried that one personally. I don't know if it'll work on it. There's Instagram one as well. There's frequently asked questions, auto reply. That might be a really good one actually. Long-term nurture, which is here nor there. No shows, send review requests, send replies inbound for WhatsApp if you use WhatsApp. Birthday template, so you can automate if you've got a list of clients, you can send them out a birthday message. And Fast 5, which is a follow-up thing that they do. They call it Fast 5 for some reason. But anyway, let's get out of that because this one's already preloaded. Auto missed call text back. So we'll just go into that. And then you're brought to a platform that looks like this and it's already preloaded out with a workflow. Now you can add on to this, you can change it, you can delete stuff from it. This is 100% fully customizable. So every workflow that you come to gets what's called a trigger event. So that trigger event can be anything from somebody clicking a button on your website to somebody comes as an inbound call like this one is. It can be a trigger of somebody hitting a certain stage in your pipeline. It can be anything that you might want to use as a trigger. So there's a bunch of them in here, as you can see. There's a massive list of different types of triggers. So we won't change that because it's already kind of set up for us. So the first trigger that comes to is an incoming call missed, busy or voicemail. So that gets triggered and then that starts flowing on down from there. So it'll have a slight delay of 0.2 seconds. I don't know why it's just 0.2. You can change that though to hours or days and change your interval times for this. You might want to do 5 seconds, say. That sounds a little bit more appropriate so it doesn't feel like a bot. So we'll save that action and then assign user. So here's a catch, right? So these fields are already preloaded for me because I have a calendar set up in my system already. You have to go through and set up your calendar first before you do this, otherwise you won't be able to add these on. So you can see there that Joshua Barwick, which is me, I can just select that and it gets added onto it. So you need to go and set up your calendars before you get here, otherwise they won't show up. They get given what's called a tag, so it's a missed call tag. So this tag gets attached to that customer that comes through or that lead that comes through so that the system knows at what stage of the event they're in. And that tagging can be removed later on, but that can also be set up to trigger another automation, say. So that's important that you tag them there, and then you SMS the lead, and you can customize this if you like, but just here, this field here is really important because of this is a custom value field. So you got to once again go and set up your custom values, but I don't know what these things are called, like these brackets, double brackets, and then location name. So hi there, sorry I missed your call, how can we help? And location name, that's your business. So that'll be preloaded into that, and when you do that, the system knows what the location name is because you've previously gone through and set up all your bio and stuff like that, and that's where it's pulling this information. Then you come down, it's an internal SMS to the assigned user. So the assigned user's back up here, and then they'll get a text message to say that they missed a call. That'll be, hey, the user, which is you, just missed a call from the contact and phone that just came in, the contact name. If that doesn't have a name attached to it, if they're not already in your CRM, that'll just show up the way that it's written there, but it's all right because it's on your phone. Please get back to them ASAP before the lead goes cold. So that'll send that message out with the phone number so you can call it straight away. You can go one further and you can add, let's go with, what's it called? So I want to send an internal notification. Let's go internal. So all the internal stuff comes up. Notification, the type. We want to do, you can send out an internal email to yourself. So you can send out an internal email to yourself too if you prefer that. I'll just delete that because we don't want to use it. And then also, we've got manual action to call. That's not the one I'm looking for. I don't know. Let's do all the call ones. There's a particular one I'm looking for. I think that might be it. Manual action to call. So this will send out a notification. I think this is the one. I don't know. I'm going to delete that. Just delete that action. Yes. So this is a missed call text back feature. Obviously you need to set up phone numbers and all that kind of stuff through here, and you can divert your number to the internal number on here so it all works nice and fluently. But let's just, we don't need to worry about the changes, it's just for purposes only. Let's go into one of my lead flows. I don't actually have a missed call text back set up. I'll preach about setting them up and I don't even have one. But here we go. Let's do this one here. So you can see how extravagant these actually get. So the trigger for this one is a marketing audit claim. So somebody's claimed a free marketing audit that I've got, and you may have already been down that path. And this is the one here I've been looking for, Call Connect. That's actually what it's called. So Call Connect, and then this is the message. You just type this in, and then the system will call you. It'll be an AI, and it'll read this message out to you. And then if you want to call that person back, it'll ask you to press any key on your phone, and you press the key, and it automatically calls them. How cool is that? So just to find that feature, we'll just do this. Call Connect. Might be further down. I'll just type it in if you can't find what you're looking for, because sometimes they don't do it. There it is, there it's a blue action. Okay, IVR incoming call trigger should be present to use this action. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, we won't work on that. Fucking unreal. Oh beauty, it wasn't even recording anyway. So in this lesson we're just going to go through how to set up an automation, and you can work on that from scratch or from a template, and we'll, by the end of this, you should be in how you want, and you'll be able to implement that into your business and hopefully get some more sales out of it. So what I've got here is the workflow section, or automation section should I say, and they just call it workflow lists. So these are all the workflows that I've got set up, and I've got a couple of drafts down here we can use as examples. I've got auto missed call text back, but you can find that up here and create workflow, select template, And then you just scroll down till you find the one you want, which is auto miscall text back or whatever you want. Set up an IVR workflow so you can get calls from the system. And no-show nurtures, there's birthdays. Fast fives, like the odds of closing a lead decrease dramatically after 5 minutes. This workflow delivers the ultimate fast 5-minute lead nurture system. So that's a really cool one. And of course all these workflows are 100% customizable. So we'll go into this one, the fast 5. We'll go continue. And it's adding the template to our system, and it'll bring it up automatically so we can get to work on it. So we need to add a trigger event to this. So if you go through this system and you need to add something in, you can come across areas where it won't let you do it because you don't have something else set up. So when that happens, you've got to go and set that up, obviously. So it's asking us for a trigger event, and we're just going to get, what's the fast 5? So we'll just do somebody submitted a form submission. This is the one. And then, so this is one of those things where you've got to have a form already set up. So it's going to be one of these. Add a filter, form is, and then you can select your form from there. So we'll just do Saspreneur marketing audit claim. That's the form we want it to trigger on. So when somebody fills out that form and then submits it, this will all get triggered into the system, and then they'll start working through the flow. So create an opportunity. So this is for when it goes through to a pipeline, and you see this is just basic. This is another thing you have to go and set up for. You have to set up a pipeline, but I've already got a few already set up. Let's just do pipeline 1 for now, and then opt-in stage, opportunity name, so that'll add this tag, which is contact name, which is your business, and then contact source, which is where it's from. And then we can update the status. So we'll just put open because you haven't made a sale yet, and then you just go save that action. So that's filled out now. Offer claim confirmation email. So this is an email that gets sent out to them when they make a claim, and then they can get their free offer or whatever it is, and you can 100% customize your email here. Congrats on claiming your offer, and it'll automatically come up with their name because they've already filled in their details, and that automatically gets updated into the CRM. And this here is called a custom value field. So these things here, don't delete this because this actually is enabled through your custom values list, which you also have to go and set up. And this will just automatically upload their name. So if you've ever gotten an email or a text message and your name's sitting on it from like a marketing mob, and you're wondering how they do that, this is how they do it. Next step is to redeem your offer is to book an appointment. So this custom value here is for your calendar, which you have to go and set up. And then that'll just load that link up there so they can click on that and go and book in. And then location name, again, that's your business. So to give them that free offer, you can hit up that, and then I don't have one preloaded, but then you can just attach that there so you can give them their free offer. And then when you're happy with that, you can test that and send that email out to yourself. There's also an SMS there to do that. You can also have attachments in the SMS, and then there's already a SMS field that you can fully customize again for that. Templates, I've got free audit claim URL snippet. So this is a snippet. There's another area you can preload stuff with, but 100% customizable. You save that. It's going to wait for a reply from that person for 2 minutes. If it times out, it gives it 2 minutes, and it'll time out, and it'll activate the very next stage of the system, which is, did they reply? This is called a if-else branch. So it'll either have a positive or a negative part to their reply, and the system picks up on whether it is positive or negative. And then if it's positive, it'll go down this side. They get a result positive. This is another if else. If it was positive, it goes down to this, to the booking link, and they get SMS'd out to them so they can book in for a consultation or whatever it is that you want to do. If they done it negatively, they'll get an internal notification for you to call them. So that's missing a few things in there. You obviously need to fill that field out, because this field here doesn't need to be marketed, because this is text messaging you. This is an internal notification. You might want to type in there contact name, which is you, message body, so you can go and fill out the snippet to fill in that message body, or you can just delete that and then write something in here and it'll do it anyway. You can go down the negative side where they didn't reply, so call connect. So this one's pretty cool, because this will call you, and then it's got preloaded message in there, and there's an AI on the other end of this that talks to you. If you have a new lead from whoever filled out the form, press any key to connect with them, and that'll be you. So it'll call you and then ask you if you want to call them straight away. And then you'll call them, and then you'll also be able to upload a preloaded voicemail, and it'll voicemail them as well. So this is probably just a bit of music. It's just a bit of music, so you can make your own recording and then put it on there, and then it'll send out them a voicemail as well. So that's pretty powerful, that one, because it doesn't actually send them a call for them to get the voicemail. It just sends them the voicemail straight from the system. Wait one day, that's probably to allow you to add in more things in here. So that's pretty much it. That's the Fast 5, and it's basically just set up for if you get a missed call or a missed lead come in, it notifies you and fills in the gaps. As you can see, there's a few gaps that pop up that this thing fills in, and then you can get in contact with that person to see if they want to do business with you. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you comment down below and give us a follow, and I'll see you in the next video.